Hey, I'm cutting vegetables again, and I want to do this actually quickly because it's late and I want to get this done. So I get to go to bed. But it's also a chance to do a little talk. And when I was thinking about what to talk about, I decided to make this a very positive and happy talk. And what better way to talk about things that are happy than to talk about something that makes me happy? And want to know what that is? Well, obviously, it's you. Want to know what specifically? Your laugh can completely change my day in a very good way. Hearing you laugh can, for me, make a ordinary day into an unforgettable day. And I love to hear you laugh. It's my favorite sound. Want to know what else? Not just hearing you laugh, but making you laugh is one of my favorite things to do. Yeah, because I know your sense of humor, and I know what you find to be funny, and I know exactly how to make you laugh. And you want to know what else? I think you know what makes me laugh, and I think you know my sense of humor also. So, if you want to get me going, I think you know how. Yeah. Hearing you laugh it's the best sound. Want to know what else about it? Well, let's think about it. Number one, hearing you laugh, it costs me nothing. It costs me zero. And it's one of the best things in the world. That's amazing. Want to know another thing? Hearing you laugh, well, that's also about sharing and spreading happiness and laughter, jokes, good memories. I think maybe I want to cut these the long way, not the short way. Yeah, so hearing you laugh and making you laugh, it costs me nothing. So it can happen anytime. And not just that, we can share it with others. You can make others laugh, and it costs you nothing. And it costs them nothing. And when they want to make you laugh, even if they're not funny. Show some happiness. If somebody tells you a joke and they're really trying to be funny, but it's just not funny, you don't have to laugh and join in with the joke. But do this. At least be happy. Want to know something else that is positive about laughter and happiness? Well, when you are very, very small, like a baby, that laughter is, well, it is very easy to do. Like playing peekaboo or hiding and playing hide and seek, or playing with stuffed animals and having them do funny things. It is very easy to make a joke or to get you to laugh and to be happy. It's very easy. And then as you get older, it gets a little harder, because those things that used to be funny when you were very young and small, they're not funny anymore. Oh, look at this. There was a little pepper growing on the inside of this bigger pepper here. When you get older, your sense of humor also gets older. But the good thing about that is your sense of humor and laughing, it's still free. It still costs $0. And you can still share it with others, with anyone. And you know what else? Jokes and humor and laughing. Well, the more you know and the more you understand about life and yourself and the world and how people are, well, you can begin to understand and see some of the jokes, the inside jokes, the subtle humor, the very small details, like in a TV show or a movie or a cartoon, that you may not have noticed when you're very small and young. But as you get older, you see these, and you notice them, and you can relate to them, and you can appreciate them. Here's an example. You want to know one? I used to watch Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes when I was very, very small. And one of my favorite cartoons was the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. And as a little kid, watching Wile E. Coyote try to get the Roadrunner, well, it was all about the funny gadgets and inventions that Wile E. Coyote would try to buy and put together and use to get the Roadrunner, and how they would backfire or explode or do something funny, and then he would fall off the cliff, and or the dynamite would explode, or he would put a plank over a rock like a seesaw and throw a rock over to the other end of the seesaw to try and launch himself, and the rock would fall through the seesaw, through the ground, and make a hole, and lift Wile E. Coyote up in the air like a slide, and he would just slide down the plank. Things like that. Oh, what made me laugh? So there was one episode where Wile E. Coyote orders, what was it? I think it was leg muscle pills. Yeah, it was like a great big, like, 4-gallon jug of leg muscle pills, right? And so what he was gonna do is he was going to take a bunch of the pills and get, big, buff, strong legs so that he can run real fast and keep up with the Roadrunner while he was chasing. The thing that made me laugh is on the label where it said the leg muscle pills, on the bottom it said family size. And that made me laugh even more than the rest of the little sequence. Just the fact that the label said family size. Yeah. Little things like that. Comedy and jokes. Things that you might see or read in a book. Maybe lyrics in a song. When you were small, growing up, you may not notice them, but as you get older, you do. So, laughter, humor, comedy, they do get better with age. It's also interesting because it can get harder, because the older you get, the more of the world that you've seen. And so you might go through phases or ages or years where you don't find things to be funny. And that's very normal. But never forget that laughing is free. Making someone laugh is free. Like me, making me laugh, it's always free. And anytime you do it, it costs you nothing, and for me, it's the best thing in the world. And the same goes for you. Okay, last but not least, the onions. Okay, here. How am I gonna just cut the onions and put them in the bag? That's how I'll do it. It's for a roast tomorrow, so I don't have to cut these very fancy here. I could just cut them like this and be done. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. Because it's late, and I want to get to bed, get my rest. Alright, well, that's it for the vegetables. One more thing, maybe on the topic of laughter and jokes and happiness. Yeah, maybe I will leave you with this. One of the questions that I will save and that I will ask someone when they are feeling very, very sad. Well, after they have shared what is making them sad and opened up and talked about their experience, what they're going through, what it means to them, maybe what they've lost, maybe what they're trying to do, maybe something they're nervous about. After all that, and they start to feel more like their normal, ordinary, usual self, I might ask them, hey, do you remember the last time you laughed so hard? And I'm talking, you laughed so hard that you couldn't even breathe. Like, you were almost gonna pass out. Yeah, one of those laughs. I can tell you a few. And I save that question to ask at a time like that. And the reason I do that is because helping someone remember, whether it was recent or long ago or very, very, very long ago, helping them remember a very, very happy time in their life. It can feel really, really good. And the best part about it, remember, it costs me nothing. It's free. Love you.